Hello, friends. Welcome to this channel, Center of Excellence Pharma 4. In this episode, I want to discuss about PharmaPulse from analytics point of view. How analytics is going to have a control or a pulse for the pharma industry. Before starting, I just want to give you a brief idea about our focus. We have a passion for achieving excellence and Pharma 4. With this concept, Dr. Jayan Joshi has taken up an initiative about how emerging technologies can help pharma industry to solve their problems and challenges what is being faced and also achieve operational and business excellence. With this objective, we have designed a website. We have designed a course on Udemy platform about smart manufacturing in pharma, having about 20 modules. Our, our YouTube channel was launched about 5 years back, which has got more than 360 videos, starting from business strategy, emerging technologies, pharma challenges, and going up to the software audits and validations. Our podcast channel you are now listening is the 96th podcast on this particular channel. I also suggest all of you to listen to all earlier episodes and also about our presence on to various social media platforms. I'm sure this will help you in developing your expertise into these areas and help your corporate also. We also have a book series of Center of Excellence Pharma 4 on Amazon, where about 8 books are already been published, and these are available in Kindle as well as in a paperback. So my agenda today is about introduction. What are the key pillars of business analytics in the pharma industry? How informed decision making can happen across the complete value chain, how it will help in achieving operational efficiency and innovation, how it will help in enhancing the commercial strategies and advanced analytics and artificial intelligence integration, real world applications and its impact, strategic imperatives for the pharma industry leaders, the top management, critical success factors, and finally the conclusion. So in the introduction, as you know, pharma industry is revolutionizing. It is coming up and adopting the changes happening with the global competition, regulatory requirements, lot of changes which has happened after this COVID pandemic situation and all. And this is requires leaders to have a data driven insight, which is basically coming up very important for right decision, correct decision, accurate decisions, and all that, which leads to the designing the strategy, innovations, and operational excellence. There are complexities of increasing, as I mentioned, the competitive environment are also requires, and pharma corporates are now looking at it for the analytic capabilities for their accurate decisions making, and this is what is really going to create a value for the industry and preparing for the future readiness, because we have to really plan for the future in the next 3 years, 5 years, and all that. Informed decision making can really help in the value chain. So, what are those examples? I just wanted to take a look at them. Most important is the market analysis. As we all know, demand planning, demand forecasting is the most important thing because that is the starting point for any businesses. As the things are changing, they are moving very fast. We have to really pick and do the demand planning as accurate as possible. So predicting drug demand, analyzing the marketing trends is most important thing. Prioritizing the products pipeline investment, which will give the maximum ROI, is to be decided. The next is clinical trials and optimization. As you are looking forward for the future businesses, future products, future drugs which you want to launch it. So you have to take into consideration the clinical trials which are going on. You have to analyze the trial data to see which is the product, which is the drugs which are going to give you the increased success rates and all. Identify the patient subgroups, optimize the protocol designing about how those clinical trials as the different patients will be carried out. And finally, we have to see, work out how the cost will be reduced to accelerate the drug or a product time to market. These are all becoming very important thing because that's a huge investment which is really going on and you must really cut down or optimize those time period with the resource requirements and all that. And third factor, the third pillar, which I can call it, is a financial planning. The two things have requires huge investment, huge resources and all. So we have to perform in-depth performance analysis, cost analysis, profitability predictions and all that because strategic investment and the resource allocation has to be worked it out and all that. So with this consideration, analytics plays a very important role. Now, how you will achieve this is basically again there are three areas which I have identified. One is the process automation. We have to streamline the manufacturing processes with predictive analytics. Predictive analytics, of course, starts from the demand planning and all that, but it also continues into your manufacturing processes and manufacturing execution system where you are using the resources like people, processes, technologies, and manufacturing where you are using materials to get the best results to the products and all that. So utilizing automation about the process automation, real-time monitoring of the process parameters is very important, which reduces the errors and improves the productivity. This gets linked up to the supply chain optimization. We have to implement the end-to-end tracking because of the requirements of regulatory for the documentation. At the same time, you want to assure patient safety about the product and from the material to the product delivered to the patient, we want to really track it out. This is where the technologies like blockchain and all can help and all. And this uses the from demand forecasting and inventory management to optimize all those resources and all that. This also assures that there won't be any shortages. At the same time, there won't be any excess stock so that no unnecessary money is not blocked up onto the inventories and minimum inventory can really keep the product's profitability high. And the third important thing from the pharma point of view is the risk and compliances. So we have to ensure that there is a rapid regulatory reporting which is required from the pharma regulatory point of view. And this reduces the non-compliance risk. You also uses the analytics which can help in the oversight or any digital audits. So those are the things where again the analytics can help. Now we have to also look at it from the commercial strategy point of view also. So targeted marketing is required. So we have to really leverage the customers and prescriber data. We have to personalize the campaigns for the greater engagement. We have to also do the forecast analysis also is required so that we can optimize the channels and strategies and all that. So the analytics also should really help into these areas. It should also help you in your pricing strategies, use the predictive models for the optimal pricing and all that. So the analytics plays a very important role into PharmaPulse. That is what is the focus area which I wanted to discuss into the details into this particular podcast episode. This also gets connected to the Salesforce effectiveness. You have to identify high value healthcare professionals who are going to contribute it in generating the business. You have to allocate the resources for those who are going to give you the maximum impact onto your commercials and all. So commercial strategy, it is also driven by the analytics. So this is where analytics has got a many use and all that. So advanced analytics and artificial intelligence also has to get integrated and all that. This is where the new tool from the artificial intelligence like machine learning can really contribute a lot actually. We have to uncover the drug disease relationship. We have to accelerate the drug discovery drug development. We have to identify the new biomarkers which can be used by developing the intelligent algorithms and all that. So, cloud, big data, these things also get integrated and all and play a very important role in developing the analytics and all that. So, focus is how that analytics plays as a pharma pulse. So, that is what is the objective of this particular episode. So I already discussed about some of the application, but I'm just putting those in a tabular form so that you can understand how that impact is going to come, how that benefits are going to come to that. So the first one is of course R&D where we discuss about the drug discovery, drug development. So you build up algorithms and the biomarkers is there, and this helps you in a faster, timeless lines to and reduction in the probable the failures into that. No, you the trials or the experiments also can be designed considering the analytics and all that. Then comes to the manufacturing where predictive maintenance, IoT is connecting with the sensors and process simulation. This can help you in improving the efficiency, quality, compliances, and all that. Then the next one is supply chain, where the blockchain traceability, real-time inventory monitoring, risk modeling. So this can help you in building up a cybersecurity, transparency, can reduce the disruptions and all that. So a lot of benefits will come by monitoring this supply chain and all that. Then comes to the sales and marketing, the segmentation of customers, omni-channel analytics, ROI tracking and all that. This can build a higher engagement with the patients, customers and all that. And you will have a smarter spend analytics will be there. Regulatory and compliances, which takes a lot of time and efforts and all that. Also possibilities of making errors and something. Automated reporting and surveillance analysis can help you for a faster approvals, trust building, and fewer violations and all that. And this all gets linked up to the financial planning, where scenario planning, investment analytics, dashboard reporting, this all can help the management for a better resource management, cost control, and a culture of data driven decision making will build up and all that. This leads to the strategic where pharma leaders will be more better decision making. They can invest in a data driven culture. It will build a foster cross cultural collaboration. That is basically we have marketing, we have sales and operation planning, we have procurement, we have quality, we have manufacturing, we may have a contract manufacturing, we may have a logistics service provider. across all these cross-functional collaborations will build up, and along with the enhanced digital literacy, it can help in better decision making across the whole organization. A seamless digital supply chain management can really help and all that. And this will get supported by the cloud platforms, implementation of AI and data lakes, and will support the modular growth and the rapid upscaling about the entire organization from the small departments to that integrated education. And this will bridge up the information silos which were there earlier into the analog system, and this will have a better partnerships across the global level and all that. The critical success factors over here is I just want to highlight it that you should have a strong leadership commitment because it requires huge resources, allocation of those resources, deciding the strategies, and driving down everything from old legacy system to digital transformation initiative is really required. You have to have a good, strong teams, internal team as well as the external partnerships with the technology teams, which really going to drive it and all that. You have to define a KPIs and monitor those ROI to track the progress and all that. So, with this brief introduction or idea about discussing about the analytics with the Pharma Pulse, I'm coming to a conclusion is that business analytics is going to play a very important role, which can really help in innovation and building up our competitive agility, also supporting the regulatory compliances and give the confidence to the patients and all that, and which will lead to the business outcome and all that. So drives the resilience and fosters to future faster growth and all that. So these details are also been discussed onto our various other social platform. We have built up a strong digital ecosystem from Udemy, YouTube, podcasts, websites, and also our Amazon platform. So do share these, do subscribe them, share with your thought processes also. Share if you have a specific ideas or something which we have not discussed it out. Share this with your colleagues and all also. Do subscribe then. Okay. Thank you. Bye.